All right, so this is probably the important question that we're all asking here. How profitable is TikTok Shop? What I like to do before we actually dive into things is kind of give you guys, I guess, blue balls, I could say, in a non-homo way. I want to give you guys some blue balls to really help you understand how much potential there is so that you're sitting there like, holy crap, if I don't start this now, I'm missing out on an insane opportunity. I want you to have the most FOMO in the world, and for it to be healthy FOMO, fear of missing out. That's what FOMO is. Because this is a space where things are rapidly changing on a day-to-day basis with the overall economy across multiple different countries. Guys, you got to look at the world right now, and whenever there is a new thing introduced to the market that is hot and it's working, you want to be one of the first to it. The people that were the first to TikTok are now the established influencers and creators that you watch every day. The people that were first to YouTube, that stayed consistent with it. Now you have Mr. Beast 10 years later, absolutely killing it at the top. TikTok Shop just came out, and you have an opportunity to capitalize on it. So I want to show you how profitable this thing really is. This is kind of one of your first goals that you should be shooting for. I'm not talking about, in a month, 2 months. No, I'm talking about this should be the range of what you should be opening up inside of your dashboard on a day-to-day basis. I would say within the first week. That's what I push you guys during this course. I go hard. We go hard. If you're inside the weekly calls inside of the Discord, we're going to go really hard on this, show you guys some more sauce there. And if you want to be mentored once again, we go hard. But even in this program, guys, we have very strict goals. If you do end up hitting these, the profit margins on this, because you're doing this strategy, are 20 to 40%. Keep that in mind. When you see a day like 3.6K in sales, these are screenshots from one of my stores when I was first growing it. When you see a screenshot of, in your dashboard, 3.6K in sales, you're going to be making around $600 to $700 in profit of that, which isn't too bad. That's not too shabby. You can't complain. That's pretty damn good. $600 to $700 a day. You do that for a month, that's almost $20,000. That's not too bad at all. So I guess this should be one of your goals within the first week, to really try and hit a day like 3.6K. Anything over that, and you're just in some pretty insane territory. Now you're getting up in top 1%ers. But a good range to shoot for is this. This was on the first day of starting this new account. I just started this the other day. I wanted to show you the dashboard. I logged in there. I saw like 186 sales. This was like 2 hours after I posted the first video. I start new accounts all the time. I like to have as many, flowing at once as I can. But that should be your goal within the first few hours, guys. Really pushing. If you post 4 videos, you're bound to sell at least a few items. And those items add up. And this is only, probably $40 in profit. $40 to $50 in profit. But still, that's not too shabby. These are the numbers, and this is what you can expect about how profitable it really is. Once again, getting numbers like 7.8K in sales, you're going to be selling like over 100 products at that point. If you're selling a cheaper product, maybe even more than that, but on average, you have to sell 100 different products, which means either you're posting 20 videos a day, which is just stupid. Don't do that, please. You're going to destroy your account. The TikTok doesn't like that. You should be posting between 3 and 5 videos a day, high quality videos, and if a couple of them go viral, or even just semi-viral, I'm talking between 10 and 100,000 views, that's when you're going to see numbers like this, 3.6K, most likely. If you are racking in hundreds of thousands of views a day, that's when you can start seeing sales like this, 7 to 10K in sales, 5 to 10K in sales. Once you hit viral videos, I'm talking at least 500,000 to 1 million views. That's when you're going to see data like this. This was after, I think, 6 days. I think this was on the 6th day of starting this new account back in November. I hit my first 10K day. It was cool. It was cool to see. But I think this was only like 20% profit margin. maybe 15. I think this the product that went viral was only a 20% commission. It wasn't like 30 or 40. So, you know, still $2,000 profit on this day, which isn't too shabby. You know, you can't complain with that. But to see numbers like this, you need to expect a video to hit at least 500,000 views, or collectively all your videos bring in at least 500,000 views on that day. You know, or if you have just like an insane conversion rate, maybe a little bit less. But this one is when a video, or actually a couple videos, went really viral. I had 2 videos going viral on the same day, which is nice. This was, I think, I think I ended the day around $27,000 or $28,000 in sales, but over 1,000 items sold, right? Which is pretty crazy. It's not too shabby. And the best part about this was, when this went viral, this was at 40% commission. The product that went viral was 40% commission, meaning I took home, you know, some products, I also sold other ones that day, probably closer to 20, but on average, I probably brought home between 30 and 35% commission on this day, which, let me whip out my little calculator here. You know, 26 point, I want the, you know, I don't want an estimate, I want exact. 5,000 times point, let's just say 35%. Yeah, this was about a 10K profit day, which actually wasn't too bad at all. So, you know, and the days following before that did pretty good. The next day did even better, and I can't wait to show you guys some future results as well. But these are kind of the categories. It's not about, you know, we're not here to flex, guys. We're all in this together. Oh, the camera just got messed up. Like, there we go. Look like an anime character sitting here. All right. The main point is this isn't about flexing. What this is about is showing you guys the different milestones that you should be hitting when you're throughout your little TikTok career here. Now, start out, shoot for between, I would say, $3,000 to $5,000 in sales. If you can consistently hit that on a day-to-day basis, then you're going to be bringing in, at least with horrible commission, maybe at a minimum, you know, $8,000 to $10,000 in profit a month. You know, if you have better commission rates, which I show you how to do, you know, you're going to be bringing in anywhere between $10,000, $15,000, up to $20,000 a month if you can, you know, rack in 3 to 5K in sales a day. After that, you're getting into the higher numbers where you're closing in on 10. You're not at 10 just yet, but this is where, you know, you're making as much as, in some parts of the world, even a doctor at this point. If you're consistently getting 7 to 10K in sales, you know, you're making as much as a doctor. You know, you're bringing in, at this point, you know, at least $1,000 in profit a day. You're making 30K a month. That's incredible. If you can consistently keep this, it's really good. Once you get to 10K a day, now you're just on another level. You know, this is when you can comfortably afford to lease or even, you know, finance a Lamborghini. If you saved up for a couple months, probably buy one in cash as well. This is where, you know, you could literally put a down payment on a home at this point with this amount of money. You know, you're definitely top 1% of earners. I'm not talking about on TikTok Shop. I'm talking in the world. You know, at this rate, because you're making $2,000 to $3,000 a day. That's, you know, $60,000 to $90,000 a month. You are well in the top 1%, which someone should definitely fact check me on that. I know that with inflation and everything right now, I don't know if that's still top 1%, but I'm fairly sure that's top 1%. It depends on how old you are. If you're under 25, you're in like, that's well over 1%. Anyways, my point with it is, guys, this is extremely profitable. If you can consistently hit 25, or I would even say $20,000 to $30,000 days in sales, which is very hard to consistently do. But if you can consistently do that, you're going to be pulling, this is, you know, if this is at 30 to 40% profit margin, you're bringing in 10K, you know, 8 to 10K a day in profit. You're looking at, you know, $250,000 to $300,000 in profit a month if you can consistently do these numbers every single day, which is very hard. You usually see these numbers when a video goes viral or multiple do. But if you can hit viral videos every single day, you know, you're going to be, you'll be comfortable, to say the freaking least. Anyways, much love, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I'm hyped. Now that you guys see the potential of this, we're really going to crack down and show you guys how to make money with the TikTok Shop. I'll see you guys soon. Peace, peace.